Well, hello, thank you for being with me. My name is Mark Albert. Today we're going to look at an Ontario government program. They can give you up to $28,000 to help you get new skills so you can get into a new career or new trade, which is a good deal. So it's good to know about it. We're going to look at it. If it's applicable to you or someone you know, or may eventually be applicable to you, just pay attention, and then I'll put links below so you can do further research down the road. So let's get into this right now. It's called Second Career. So it's an Ontario government program, and I like it. So not everyone can just get in it. There's rules to get in. So basically the program itself, it's about skills training and providing financial support, and you need to qualify for this second career program. So you can get up to $28,000. And in that, it includes a number of things. It includes paying for your tuition, books, any manuals that might be needed, workbooks, any other instructional costs that may be involved. It could include transportation, childcare. This seems like a pretty good deal. And also basic living allowances, up to $410 per week would be the maximum. So there's a lot of money that they're putting into this program. So let's see how you qualify. So the way you qualify for this is you basically need to be laid off from an employer, and you're not working. All right. So if you're laid off and you're not working, that's a critical component. Or if you're laid off and you're working part-time just to cover your living expenses, your basic cost, then you could potentially qualify if that's your situation. So if you're receiving unemployment insurance, or you have in the past, you can still apply, all right? That you might still be able to get in. So when preparing your application, you also have to show a number of things, all right? And I'm going to show you that. So first thing is you have to show how long you've been unemployed or working your temporary job, or how long you've been looking for work. So that's important. You got to show that. You have to show places you've applied for work and positions you've applied for, okay? And that's going to be a big part of it. What level of education you've reached, where you worked before, and how long, and what skills you needed for the work you did before. All right, so they're really going to drill down, and then it's possible you may not qualify, okay? So there's a fifth and sixth one here. It says what skills you want to get, which is part of it, and where you can get trained for that skill. So a sixth one is information showing the skills and the job you want to train for. You need to prove and show that it's something that's in demand. Right? You can't just pick any career and then think you're going to get funding. So there has to be something that's kind of an in-demand situation. So now there's things you got to pay for, right? So when you apply for the second career, you have to show the costs to be covered during training. So you have to kind of do your homework and figure out what are the total costs that's going to be associated with that. And then finally, you might have to pay some of the costs yourself. So the amount you have to pay is based on several things, right? And starting with your total family income. So if your household income is strong, then that might impact this. If your family household income is not, then they'll be probably less lenient on that aspect of it there. So when applying for the second career, you have two options, all right? So option one is you're going to work with an employment service agent with the government, all right? And where they train you to decide on what program, if the program's right for you. And I'm going to provide a link below, and that link is going to show you how you can find this employment service agency, the one nearest to you, okay? Because you need to contact them. And they'll help you complete the application because you want to make sure it's done properly. So that's option one. Option two, basically, I'm going to give you another link in the notes below so you can request an appointment with an Employment Ontario counselor, all right? Now, option 2, basically, the counselor is basically, they're going to redirect you to the right person in option 1. So that's what the counselor is going to do. But also, they're going to be available to answer some of your questions about the program. All right? So that's what you want to do. And there's going to be a couple links below to figure out who you need to talk to. And I'll put those in the notes. So there's financial information you're going to have to provide them. You're going to have to fully disclose your income. You're going to have to fully disclose your household income. So if you're married, your spouse's income, that type of thing. And what your current expenses are, right? Not just part of the deal. You have to do that. Also, school information. So you're going to have to provide some research on 3 different institutes that potentially would qualify for you to do this training. And you got to make sure each of these institutes include, you need to at least have one of them that's a college of applied arts and technology. And then another one needs to be a private college, a private career college. All right? So either the counselor or the other employment agency staff, they might confirm, what schools that is. So you want to do that research ahead of time. So in terms of job market info, you must show that the skills that you want to get and the work that you want to do are needed by employers. This is how you probably want to do that. You basically you look at job postings, see what's popular out there. You need to prove that it's in demand type of situation. News of future job opportunities. So if there's a company, their office is expanding in a certain industry, certain type of trade or whatever career, that kind of thing. There's new company coming in the area. So anyways, this is just some of this. Hopefully it's helpful to you. Just note that there's going to be links below so you can do more research. You have to prepare. You have to do the right type of things to get into this program. So if you have any questions, you can comment in the notes below. Please subscribe for future information on other government programs that will be coming up. Listen, thanks for being with me. Have a wonderful day. Look forward to talking to you soon. Bye now.